I was never really interested in God. I was kind of interested in the spiritual life to some degree. But I don't know what happened really. I think the whole thing about thinking what was practical to do in my life and what is actually the goal of my life, I think that was an important question for me. Like, what is the goal of my life? Do I want a big house? Yeah, do I want a dog? Do I want to get married? These weren't like things that really were going to drive me forward, you know. Do I want to be a successful model, you know, or do I want to be a famous artist, or do I want to be rich? These things they don't like how to say, they don't
motivate.
resonate with
Yeah,
me.
okay,
You know?
yeah.
They're just not like something that's gonna like get me going. But to understand like what is the truth, then that's something that really strikes a chord with me. You know, what is the truth, and how to understand what is the truth. Then that's for me a noble thing. You know, in this material world, there's so much suffering and so much disaster and calamities that this isn't natural for the soul to experience these things. When I was younger, my brother died when I was 11, and since that happened, I always thought that what is this material world? Where you love someone and then they die. It's like it just seems so unnatural for me. And after that, I kind of thought that people accept these things, but why should we accept this pain and this suffering as just normal? It doesn't seem normal to me. We're constantly striving for happiness and satisfaction, but we're constantly getting the opposite. So doesn't that mean there's something wrong? Shouldn't we like try a different angle? Or we're trying to be happy in a place which is full of miseries. But spiritual life explains that you have to change your consciousness, you have to change your direction, you have to change your way of acting, and then you can actually achieve those things. It's natural. Spiritual life is natural. Like I remember when I was going to go to university, they sent us all of these different papers, like this thick, and it was like about this fair and this course and registering and this and that. And I sat down at the table and I was like, I just didn't know what to do with it. I was like, how do I deal with this? Because there was no desire to do it. It's like I spoke to my mum, and my mum helped me. She divided it into this and this and this, and I was like, I just didn't know what to do with it, and I was disturbed. I was unhappy because I was like, I don't know how to deal with it. You don't have to pretend to be anybody. You don't have to deceive anybody. You don't have to, and we're not taking part in anything that I don't believe in. I always thought that also that I couldn't do some job or something that I didn't believe in, like work 6 days a week for 8 hours a day, just for some company. Like, how can you motivate yourself to do that every day? Then I'm just going to do this because I have to pay the bills to live in a house. So just go and live in a hut in India. It's like you don't have to pay any bills.
Do you sometimes feel that people understand that they may not like all the things out there too? Like you said, like it doesn't feel natural, like having the desire to have a job. Like not many people would love to wake up early and go off and work a job for that many hours. Yeah, commute. Yeah, in the tube, get smelly, all the rest of it, which you haven't done for a while now. But yeah, that sort of lifestyle. But sometimes they don't know what the solution is. Like people, I feel that the people I see around me, they don't know where to go because everyone's kind of in the same boat. What's your reflection on that? Like,
what should they do? What's the opportunity for them? Is that the question?
Yeah, like why, like.
Why aren't they doing something about it? Or?
Yeah, why? Yeah, what? Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. What is it that's stopping people and making us carry on doing the same thing, even though we know it's not so great? We're still scared to go and experience something new. Why is it that we're scared to experience something new?
Srila Prabhupada says that there aren't really any doubts about spiritual life. The only doubt is that I won't get my sense gratification, which means that I'm doing something now and there's some taste from that, there's some enjoyment, And if I give that up or if I change, then I'll lose that taste and that happiness. But generally in the material world, the taste that we're experiencing is very little in comparison to the price that you have to pay for that. So you're working, so many hours a week, so you get paid, right? And then with that money, then you can enjoy. So you have 2 days to enjoy, and you have 5 days that you're working. So on those other 2 days, you also have to look after the house, you have to do your washing, so many things. And the money that you're earning, does it all go for your enjoyment? Or does it go on the tube that you're going to work, the clothes that you have to wear at work, the
Taxes.
the taxes, the mortgage, all of these things, paying for your car. It's like the material world is just a trick, Read the books that Srila Prabhupada has written. They'll explain everything about who we are, what this world is, how we can achieve perfection, what is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, who is Krishna. And then also, as well as chanting and reading these books, we should understand these two things and do these two things in the company of people who are doing it and who have some knowledge and experience of that. And then when we have some questions, then they can guide us. If you're living in London and you're a student, it's not like you have to do what I did and quit. I'm not saying that's the goal of our life, is to quit university. The point is it's not an external change, spiritual life, it's an internal change. And so if you just chant and you read these books and talk to devotees, find out about spiritual life, then you can practice spiritual life wherever you are, and you can achieve the perfection of your life in whatever situation you may be in.
So it's still okay to have a house, have money, go to university, have a good job.
Yeah, of course, that's fine. But it's the important thing is why are we doing it, and how do we use it? It's not like, we have houses here. It's not like houses are bad. I'm wearing clothes.
You probably have nicer houses than mine.
Yeah, we do. We have money. We have cars. My friend just both buying a car. But it's like, why are we using it? And that's a deeper thing. It's not, you can't just see that, like how somebody's acting. Yeah, everybody should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and be happy.
Well, do you want to say something in Hungarian and then translate?
What should I say? Énekel Hare Krishna és legy boldog.
What does that mean?
That means chant Hare Krishna, be happy.